What's going on? If you clicked on this video, it's probably because of the crazy vintage hats that I'm going to be unboxing today, which are all right here with the special one right here, or at least I think the special one's right there. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to click that button. I've got a whole bunch of videos about rare vintage sports hats. I have a collection down below here and off to the side, over 400 rare vintage hats from the 90s, 80s, and early 2000s. If you're looking to clean a hat, I've got plenty of videos on that too. But without further ado, let's get into these. Honestly, this is the most excited I've been for one of these videos in a while. And I know I already peeked into this one, but I wanted to kick things off with a banger. Packed in a nice Ziploc bag with some paper to make sure it didn't bend. We've got this amazing brand new New York Yankees pinstripe jersey. I don't even know what you officially call these, but it's got that jersey style with the Yankees on the back. This thing has the cardboard on the inside and looks absolutely crispy. Looks dead stock too. This is made by Twins. It's got that tag right there on the inside, Twins Enterprise, and it just this one's crazy. If you aren't familiar with the page, I'm a big collector of Yankees hats. I've got some Yankees stuff all around, but I've got a huge collection, and this is just a really, really good addition to it. I didn't even know this hat existed before someone reached out to me and was like, hey, do you want this for your collection? So I appreciate all messages like that, and usually I'll jump right on them. So this one is an incredible one to start off with. The big one that I mentioned in the title is the one, at least I think, is the one on the bottom. So we're going to save that one for last, but there is another lot, I think, of 12 or 15 hats in one of these boxes. So something is packed in really tight. But this next one we've got packaged pretty tight in some bubble wrap is this Coca-Cola 300 Texas Motor Speedway. This was from the year, it actually doesn't say the year, but I know this was from the 90s because I've had one of these before. This little checkered flag with the colors right there is kind of coming off a little bit, so I may have to be careful when I'm washing that. A little bit of wear on the inside, but we're going to wash it all the way. And then that Texas Motor Speedway badge right there stitched in on the back. We're flying through these because I really want to get to these last ones. We've got a pinstripe theme so far. Brickyard 400 inaugural race. The white and purple on a competitor tag. This one will need a little bit of a wash, but the purple and white look so good together. Before we get into the last two, we've got this Budweiser King of the Rockies. These ones always go super fast. DB&A tag right there. Looks like it could be brand new, just a little bit of discoloration from the age of it. A lot of these hats are super, super old, and the brim looks really clean, so I think this may actually be dead stock. Really cool Budweiser with that purple red and the white, which is kind of turned into a cream, but this is a great one. All right, like I said, this second to last one is a lot of a couple hats right here. Oh, I do remember him telling me to be careful about opening from the top because they're packed in here pretty tight. Looks like the hats are fine, but as you can see here, we've got a whole bunch of hats that have that blue, white colorway, which if you could take a guess on what those are. Before I show you what these hats are, I want to show off the hat that I'm wearing right now. I'm going to keep it on my head because my hair is crazy. But we've got the Premium 32 Custom on the Custom Golf Performance hat, rope hat actually. These actually have the Premium 32 tag on the inside. So these are official customs of Premium 32. And this thing has gotten a little dirty because I wear it absolutely everywhere. I've worn it every time I've gone golfing. I wear it to the gym. It's the most comfortable hat I own. And honestly, the reason I'm wearing it now is because it's more comfortable than any of the other vintage hats that I own. I haven't sold any of these yet, actually. I've only given a few away on my Whatnot shows, so make sure to follow me on Whatnot. The link will be below. I have given some of these away, and they are absolutely insane. All right, getting back into these, we've got the New York Yankees. I just spoiled it from my man Andrew Charlo. He put a lot on Instagram that he was selling these for a lot price, and I really just couldn't pass it up. Actually, somebody sent it to me, sent his story to me, and I said, I'll take that immediately. So first one we got right here on a new era. We've got a 1999 American League Champions. It's got that kind of gray piping around the side, or the gray underbrim kind of wraps up to the top, which is kind of a cool touch. And then it's got that new era tag on the inside. But this one's a nice, just classic Yankees hat. There's a lot of hats out there that are just pretty loud, like this one right here that I mentioned. But this one's a nice everydayer. Same with the next one, this New York Yankees plain logo. It just says Yanks on the back. I'm not sure what brand. This one's an old New Era too. At first I was thinking this one's going to be a custom, but no, this is an old New Era. A little bit of wear. We're going to wash all of these, but a nice one there is a New York Yankees American Apparel. I don't even need to say New York Yankees anymore. Yankees patch on the side, nothing on the back. American Apparel, #1 apparel snaps. If you've had one of these before, you know they'll fit any size head because of how many snaps they have. Got the tag on the inside, pretty clean too. All of these are in great shape, so huge thank you to my man Andrew. New York Yankees Fan Fest. This one I've never seen before. Looks like it's got, I don't even know what these are called on the inside. I've had a couple hats that have had them. If you know what those are, those little specks on old hats, let me know in the comments below. I like to think that I know a lot about hats, but I'm always learning. And any insights that you have watching these, let me know in the comments below. And then we've got a little rip right here, but this thing just looks like it's just super old. But this is a nice one for the lot. And then another, you know what that tag says right there, but this is another Yankees with the crossed bats in the front. I'm gonna give this brim a little nice bend to it. I love the shape of this, but this one's another nice, just plain Yankees hat. A lot of these have been twills so far, and then another #1 apparel, Yankees with the crossed bats. This is kind of a cream khaki color. And then it says Yankees in silver around the back. Looks like the pin or the fabric around the pin came off, but I'm not really worried about that. It still looks really cool. And then a #1 apparel right there. The last one for this bunch is a plain logo, but the coolest part about this hat is the back. We've got I guess you would call it a blockhead. Anything that has text on the back, I just call a blockhead. This is Drew Pearson. Right there, genuine merchandise, Drew Pearson Company. Or rather, Drew Pearson Companies. Everything intact, looks brand new with that really cool Yankees on the back. So adding a couple nice Yankees hats to the collection. I definitely need to do a collection update on my Instagram. I've done a lot of collection updates so far, but that one I am due for because I've been adding so much. But it's time for the big one. The one that you clicked on this video for. We've got a ton of hats in here, and I am so stoked for it. These came all the way from Keith, the boogeyman from vintage_heist on Instagram. So make sure to check him out. He is such a legit person. Love doing business with him. And he's always hooking people up with deals. So make sure to check him out on Instagram. He's always going live. And he hooked me up with this big lot. Before I open this up, if you're liking the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and drop a comment on which hat you like the best so far. You may want to wait until we're done opening this one. We've got all the hats in here, and then we've got some cardboard to make sure they don't move around, and then some nice bubble wrap, and then we've got the hats under here. Look at that. Packaged in their own little plastic bags. A good amount of money on these. Let's get into it. We've got 2 separate bags. We're going to save my favorite bag for the last, but we've got a bag right here, bubble wrap in it. But let's get into it. We've got a New Jersey Devils 3-piece. I want to make sure I get these all together. A Devils 3-piece. We've got that massive Devils logo right there. Sports Specialties. I thought this was a plain logo, but it is an Old English. I've actually never had an Old English before, so let's look at this a little deeper. This is Drew Pearson, old Drew Pearson tag with that torch right there. It's really faded, but I know that that's what that is. And then this one's beautiful, all black. All of these hats were washed and reshaped, so I don't even have to worry about that. But that beautiful New Jersey across the back, and then that Devil plain logo. The next one is a New Jersey Devils starter tail sweep. That black and red just looks so cool together. This is a wool hat with the starter on the back, and then the natural tag right there. Wool, 100% wool right there. This one's beautiful. And then the last one, rounding out the Devils 3-piece, is, of course, my favorite, a a sports specialty laser. This one's, again, great condition. Sports specialty logo right there. Devils logo on the side. And the coloring on it, it is a little bit faded. Looks a little bit more navy blue than black. But this thing is super, super crispy. 3-piece out of the way. The next hat is a Washington Bullets sports specialty laser. I already have one of these, but I got a good deal on it. And the most interesting thing about these Washington Bullets hats is the Washington, what's supposed to be red is actually pink. And that's the case on almost, there may be another version of it, but 90% of the Bullets lasers that I've seen have that pink or that light red / pink. I guess you could call it a salmon color. But beautiful one right there, NBA. Yeah, because here's a red on the back compared to this. That's much lighter. The New York Yankees plain logo. The one hat that I've been looking for forever. Actually, that's not true. The one hat that I've been needing the most in my collection is just a Sports Specialties Yankees plain logo. Anytime I'm looking to wear an outfit that may be a little more out there, or one of my crazy Yankees tees like the AOP print Yankees hat, I need just a simple hat, and I don't really have one. So this is a really nice one. Really excited to have a simple go-to Yankees hat, and that's money right there. That's great. So that's the first half, and now it's time to get into the other half. And then we've got, of course, Vintage Heist. I believe all of these are from a live that I was on when it was actually his birthday, that he was giving a lot of these away. Not giving them away, but selling them. But we've got a New York Yankees corduroy. I've never had a Yankees corduroy hat, so this one is great. It has a Yupong snaps on the back and a Yupong tag right there. So this isn't a Sports Specialties, the cord, but it is a really nice Yankees corduroy hat. And it looks like it's not too deep. I feel like corduroy hats in general just fit absurdly big. I don't know why. I don't know why, if the material stretches or what. This one may be a little big. It is a little big, but man, if I tighten the snaps a little bit, this thing is going to be amazing. And that old Yankees script, it's not just any other. It's just such a classic. But we've got this pearl crispy white Kansas City Royals. All of these washed, reshaped. This is twins, medium, large right there. And this one is amazing. So this one, honestly, I don't have any reason to have this one specifically, but he ran these two together, and I wasn't going to pass up on the Yankees, so I had to get both. And it was honestly a better deal to get both than just one. Right here, we've got a Boston Bruins double-line script. I do believe I have this already, so I may be letting this one up. But this one's a beauty. Sports Specialties, made in Korea. Iconic tag right there. Nice on the inside. And the color grade, this is 10 out of 10, the black on this. So really beautiful Bruins one. Hopefully the Bruins can turn it around to make that hat a little more valuable. But the cream of the crop, the best hat today is the Boston Celtics Heather. This is a Heather Gray made by Sports Specialties. We've got that tag right there, made in Korea. A little bit of fading, but this one, I've never had a Heather. Honestly, I never really knew what the hype was, but this thing is so beautiful. There is a flaw, and it looks like it may have been patched a little bit. So if you can see right there, looks like kind of a large moth hole, but it looks like, I don't know if somebody tried to embroider over it, or that may just be the stitching that's underneath. If you could see, oh, there it is, focusing right there. Not a really bad flaw. I may get a Celtics pin to put over that, but this one's beautiful, and it kind of blends into that Heather Gray. It's like kind of multi-toned. There's 2 tones on it, so that really does not stand out that much. Youngin snaps on the back. Oh man, this one I'm so excited for. But that does it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow on Instagram for the hat drop. 16 new hats every Wednesday, and some whatnot shows coming up. So enjoy.